Helo, a diolch yn fawr iawn am wrando. Cymraes ail iaith ydw i. Dwi'n ddal yn dysgu Cymraeg ac yn mwynhau bod yn rhan o'r cymuned fwyog addysgwyr. Ond achos dwi ddim yn rygl, mae'n gallu bod yn profiad araf a phoenus i wrando arni yn siarad Cymraeg mewn fforwm fel hyn. Felly byddai'n siarad yn Saesneg yn y fideo yma, ond gobeithio na fydd yn cymryd amser hir tan bydd yn profiad hawdd i wrando arni fi yn siarad Cymraeg. So I'll start with an introduction to me personally. My family's from Cardigan and I've had a very happy time growing up here. Like so many others, I then went off to study and for work. And my career has been in public policy and practice. Social impact and being part of creating positive change is what drives me. My focus has been particularly around community-led change, collaboration and working for the longer term. I've worked for Plaid Cymru over the years. In 1999, for my first job, I was part of the first research team in the then National Assembly for Wales, led by Cynog Davis. That's Plaid Cymru's research team. That was an absolutely amazing start to my career, which has shaped my thinking ever since. So diolch yn fawr, Cynog. I was also fortunate to be a special advisor to Ellen Jones when she was Minister in Welsh Government, so another diolch i Ellen. I'm now a senior advisor to Sian Gwenllian, particularly supporting her work on housing, and have worked for several other Plaid politicians along the way. Outside of Plaid Cymru, I was Director of Strategy and Sector Development in WCVA, the national membership body for voluntary organisations in Wales, for some 7 years. And just an example of my work there, I led a joint strategy with WCVA and the 19 county voluntary councils across Wales. That's the kind of local voluntary organisations, membership bodies who, well, let's say all together we didn't always see eye to eye. So I was really proud that we all did work together and developed a consensus around an ambitious and collective 5-year plan, which was underpinned by £21 million of Welsh Government funding for delivery. And I coordinated the delivery plan for our organisations to make sure that all teams and staff could see their role in delivering against our shared goal. And I know that's I was happy to have feedback that people have found that very motivational. So I attracted funding for various different projects. One example is on one that exploring community-led transformation. And one of the communities we worked with on that was Llanrhian in Pembrokeshire. And that really demonstrated the energy, ambition and ideas at community level and how national and local governments need to change to realise that. So again, I think we need a Plaid Cymru government to deliver on that now. I also worked at the Welsh Refugee Council on policy and campaigns and went on to be a board member and chair for a number of years. I fundamentally believe in equality and social justice, that every person has equal value and should be treated with dignity and respect. I'm an internationalist and I believe in equality amongst nations as well as people. And I did meet some wonderful people there. One of my proudest achievements was setting up a multilingual team of refugees to work together to ensure that refugee voices fed directly into the first refugee strategy for Wales. Working like this, we involved hundreds of so-called hard-to-reach people, generating lots of ideas that then were reflected in the strategy and delivery programmes. I currently run my own business and I've got an honorary role as Innovator in Residence in Cardiff University, which helps me tap into evidence and ideas that can help drive positive change. My latest project has been working on involving diverse communities in shaping infrastructure decisions on climate adaptation. And again, that's shown the value of really putting people first. I'm now happy to be living back home in West Wales and I love being part of what I now realise are particularly friendly and active communities here. I love the outdoors and sports. I'm a proud member of Cardigan B Squash team playing in the Pembrokeshire League. We did come top of our division. Anyway, I also enjoy the rich arts and culture here, although very much as an audience member. And on that, I was actually just in Aberystwyth yesterday and managed to pop in to see the No Welsh Art exhibition in the National Library, curated by Peter Lords. And I Really recommend a trip to see it, to put fire in our bellies, to counter the discrimination that Wales has faced historically, and that we know it's ongoing. So it's very powerful, and that's what we're here for. So that leads me on to why I'm standing. Well, that's because I see that people are facing really tough times at the moment in Ceredigion-Penfro and across Wales. The cost of living crisis is biting hard, alongside a housing crisis, and our public services are broken, including our health system. Our economy is struggling, and we all face the challenges linked to the climate and nature crises. Poor leadership from both Tories and Labour has left people with a feeling of hopelessness, but it doesn't have to be that way. Plaid Cymru has the leadership, values and policies to deliver change. Our goal must be to elect a Plaid Cymru government in 2026. That means attracting a record number of votes, building on and reaching well beyond our core. We have a big opportunity here in Ceredigion-Penfro. Labour voters are disaffected and the Tories are going nowhere. Our job is to persuade voters, including those in South Pembrokeshire who have previously voted Labour and Tory, that Plaid Cymru can create the change they're looking for, and I want to contribute to that. My priorities are tackling the cost of living crisis, and particularly the pressures people are facing on housing and energy, building the local economy, securing local opportunities from the new digital and low carbon economies. Money is currently draining out of our area that should be coming into our communities through our local SMEs and community enterprises, including in construction and energy and agriculture. Putting farmers and local communities at the heart of creating solutions to tackle the climate and nature crises is my third priority. These are enormous challenges, from cleaning up our rivers to shifting to clean energy, but it's possible. And it's possible to do that in ways that improve our lives and our local economy, if farmers and local communities are properly involved in creating solutions. For the campaign, my priority would also be to develop an active membership, building on what we already have elsewhere in South Pembrokeshire, and support members across the region to make their contribution fully. So what personal values and qualities do I bring? Well, I'm a listener and I fundamentally believe in people. I'm fed up of big institutions and UK GB bodies thinking we need to be done too. I will stand up for Ceredigion-Penfro and for Wales. I'm also a team player and a connector. Through my work, I've built skills and experience in policy, but I've also built good relationships within the party and across many sectors, which I can use to connect local priorities into wider agendas to achieve change. But above all, I bring determination to bring back hope to our communities in Ceredigion-Penfro and to help secure a more ambitious and fairer future here. That's why I'm asking for your vote to be part of Plaid Cymru Ceredigion-Penfro team in 2026 that stands for ambition, for fairness and for Wales. Diolch yn fawr.